everyone, so today we are filming the very last installment to our Dolls from Christmas Past Dolly Tales series, and I'm sorry that this video wasn't up before Christmas like we planned, but we've been really busy this past week.
It was a hectic week before
and that's why I didn't upload any other videos between this and the last episode of Dolly Tales. YouTube videos just were not a priority of mine. I'm really sorry, so hopefully we'll have like more things filmed this week for you guys.
Yeah, because I had the week off, so hopefully we'll have a little extra time to film a few little things.
Yep. So today we're showing you all the American Girl dolls that we've gotten for Christmases. We're not going to like talk too much about each doll because we're going to be updating our American Girl collection video, so I don't want it like to be super redundant, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of like the dolls we've gotten over the years for Christmas, and also like because we were just so into American Girl, they were kind of usually like our big gift. So a lot of people, when they heard when we were kids that we had like 16 American Girls between us, they were like, oh my gosh, your parents must have been rich. It's like, no, it's just when you really like something, that's what you get for Christmas or your birthday. So that's why we had so many growing up, and we really love them and cherish them all, and some of these we got as adults too. So without further ado, we're going to show you each doll, and also, even though like some of these dolls like might have been Colleen's, like I ended up with most of the American Girls, so that's why, like,
I think the only one in here that is that exception is Kirsten.
Yes.
And I've always thought of Kirsten as Shelley's doll.
So,
I mean, I forget.
Sometimes we talk about each other's dolls because
of who they ended up with them primarily, you know, because we share everything.
So, over here we have Molly.
So this was Christmas '96 and was our first experience opening American Girl. When I opened her, I didn't realize who she was. I'd been begging Mom and Dad for like 6 months for a Molly doll, but then got sidetracked over a Nibbles horse last minute and wasn't even thinking of her. So when I opened her, I was like, oh, it's a baby doll. And I kind of cast her aside, and Dad's like, no, Colleen, look. And her glasses were in that red felt case tied to her wrist, and I saw the book, and when I realized who she was, I was like screaming.
So yes, this was your first American Girl and the first one ever in the house.
And she's 21 years old this year. So then in *97 we didn't get any dolls because Shelly got an Addy that summer for her birthday, so we ended up with each getting like a homemade sled and our very first American Girl outfits. So like Shelly got Addy's coat and mittens. And since Dad had also made her, in addition to like a sled and a desk like he made Molly, he also made her a rope bed. So Mom and Dad got me an extra outfit, so I actually got two. I got her hula outfit and her after school outfit. So it's like our first American Girl Christmas together.
And then for Christmas 1998, so for my birthday I had gotten Samantha and Colleen had gotten Josephina as a good report card gift. So we really wanted to like have all the historical dolls up until that point. So at the time there was only the 6. So I really loved both Felicity and Kirsten, but I liked Felicity a bit more. So
She persuaded me to pick out Kirsten.
Yeah, and I think Colleen was actually the one who suggested we complete the line. So I kind of talked her into getting Kirsten. So yes, I love Felicity. I played with her all the time, but kind of ironically, I've taken more of a shine to Kirsten over the years. One of my first videos on my channel was me getting her eyes replaced because she had silver eye.
And it's funny because when I first got Kirsten, the thing that I love most about her was her eyes, her beautiful blue eyes, but one turned silver over the years, and now that she has them replaced, I notice them more than ever, and she's just gorgeous.
Colleen never really did anything with Kirsten, so at some point she was just like, oh, you can have her, and so she's pretty much always been mine. And
I forgot when we got off the doll hiatus that she'd ever been mine.
Yeah, so we opened them at the same exact time, which was really cool. That was the only time we actually were able to do that. We like faced the packages and opened them and everything, although we might have done that in '04. And then for the next year, Colleen got her first Girl of the Year, Girl of Today, later on for her birthday, but we had originally planned to get them together. But this is GT3, so this is Angela, and I don't know why I chose the blonde doll with the blue eyes. You would have thought I would have gone for like the Asian doll or an African American doll, but I just liked her because she was advertised all the time. So
power of suggestion.
This is Angela, and she was like my main gift that year with Generation Girl Tori, and Mom and Dad actually said I wasn't going to get anything else, but they ended up getting me some other little trinkets, which was really sweet of them. I love her so so much. And I love how this is what Kirsten's eyes originally looked like, so she doesn't have the silver eye. And then this is Amber, she's GT2. I already talked about her in our Dolls from Christmas Past 2002 video, but basically I got her that year. That was my first Christmas without mom, and even though I felt disappointed when I got her at the time, she's now my favorite Girl of Today doll, and I love her medium skin tone, and these penguin pajamas are awesome. And then Christmas 2004, this was Doll Gluttony.
So,
we got 3 dolls.
a note on doll list. So, I had said to Dad shortly before Christmas how Molly was falling apart. And he said Molly needs to be, quote, jacked up in a new doll put in her
that
place.
being said, Molly did not look that way back then.
Right, Molly was like literally one of her legs had fallen off. Like Molly was in very bad shape. And Sam was looking a little bit worse for the wear too, and they were our favorites at the time. Sam was Shelly's favorite, so we thought it'd be cool to get Molly and Sam together, but Shelly was also kind of wanting Kit.
Yeah, I had wanted Kit since she came out, and especially because my mom, when she was alive, had always said she thought Kit was the cutest, so I had kind of a special place in my heart for that reason. But last minute, I decided I'd get Samantha instead, and then being really spoiled and, you know, at times bratty, I remember I cried about it, but I must have said something just to Colleen, but somehow Dad found out. So then the next night, he ordered Kit for me, and Colleen got Molly's trunk. It's one of her most infamous stories. And so Kit and Molly and Samantha all arrived at the same time with like all the other American Girl stuff we got that year, and Dad let us each open one gift before. And so who did we open before Christmas? Kit and Molly. We opened them together.
Yeah, and but it was before Christmas.
Yes.
But and poor Sammy had to wait in the box until Christmas Day.
Yeah, but Kit still has her little braces on. I got the bubble robe with her that year, and I had braces, so she got braces too. And they're all 3 of them are in really beautiful shape, because this was the, like, last year we were really into dolls before we took a break. Speaking of, this is one of the most special dolls in my collection. This is Marisol. She's Girl of the Year 2005, and I got her for Christmas 2005. And this was probably the last doll I ever got as a kid. And by that point I was kind of like embarrassed about liking dolls, but I really fell in love with her. I thought she was so beautiful and like exotic looking, and I loved her book. And so I decided to get her like 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. And when Dad called to order her, everything was sold out, except they had 1 doll listed on the computer as being in stock. And so they quite literally had to call someone to go to the warehouse and check for her. She was the very last Marisol doll like in the American Girl warehouse in the country that I got. And I like, true story, it was crazy, it was insane. And I remember like holding my breath while Dad was on the phone, and they said that they had her, and they had her duffel set with the cat still and her spotlight outfit. So that was what I was able to get for her. Really cool. They might have had her in stores still, but like they didn't have a store in Boston at the time, so that wasn't an option for us. So she's really, really special. Always one of my favorite stories about all of my dolls in general. And I took really good care of her, and I got her a lot of Girl of Today outfits that year, since I couldn't get her real clothes. So then the other 3 dolls were
It's kind of like a rehash of 04, but this was 2015, so it was us doing it for ourselves.
We were making up for lost time, because we've always said that had we stayed into dolls the next year, because I really would have wanted Marisol, because Elizabeth came out that year too. I would have wanted Elizabeth because I already had wanted her, and I probably would have gotten her if Marisol hadn't come out. But Colleen would have wanted Emily, who came out that year, and it would have been cool to get a best friend, our first best friend each together. So that never happened, so it was kind of funny that we ended up getting them the same Christmas anyway. So these 2 are both from eBay. So what are your thoughts on Emily?
So this is kind of, the reason I say this is like a repeat of 04 is because it was like unadulterated doll lust and gluttony, and Shelly had gotten a holiday outfit for her Nellie doll, who by then she had, and I was like, I wish I had a best friend doll with a cool holiday outfit. So that got me thinking about getting Emily. And then when I got Emily, that got Shelly thinking about Elizabeth. And then Shelly just also happened to get that second doll that was like an unrelated thing. But Emily, like, she is really special to me because, like Shelly said, if she'd come out like 1 or 2 years sooner, I would have had her for sure. Yeah. But then she came out after the doll hiatus.
We kind of missed out on the best friend era.
Yeah, we did.
Because by the time we got really back into them as adults, they were retiring everyone.
Exactly. But I really love her because she's like a piece of Molly that I wanted as a kid, but they didn't make at the time, so I'm really glad to have her.
And she was like, still had her original box and everything off eBay. She had just been lightly played with, but Elizabeth had been pretty beat up. I got like her with her holiday outfit that she's wearing, actually, not the like cape, I bought that separate, but and like her accessory set, so I had to like redo all her pin curls because they were all tangled in her hair, and I had to like redo her hair back there, but she has really nice hair now. Like, I always forget how gross she looked. I wish I had pictures, but that was before I like had YouTube and stuff. But I really love Elizabeth, and I like her even more than Felicity, even though I usually would go for like the redhead doll just because she's so beautiful. I love the Josephina head mold. And then a Duke, so she's my second Addy. She's a Be Forever Addy, and she has different eyebrows. And while I did get my Addy doll's head replaced as a kid, because she literally went bald, like the old Pleasant Company heads went bald really fast. So, and I'm not the only one, I've heard this from several people. And I had thought about getting a new Addy doll or getting her head replaced, and I ended up getting her head replaced because it wasn't like I could do anything with the bald head, but it was still a dream of mine to get an Addy. And at first I had planned on getting one that was like the same year as mine, like from the 90s, but like just a new shape. And then when they came out with Be Forever, I don't know, one day we were just talking about it, and I was like, well, why wouldn't I get a Be Forever Addy? Because that's the only American Girl I don't remember opening because I was so young when I got her. I got Addy for my 6th birthday.
And she vaguely can remember Sam.
Yes.
A year later, but Addie's so far
I don't
back.
remember anything about other than the mail person stuck her in my dad's Bronco, like through the window, or the van, one of the cars. They did that with Molly too, and Mom and Dad were really upset about that. So yeah, I ended up getting a Duke on sale. They were running like a 20% off sale on all the dolls in 2015.
It was all full-priced items.
Yeah, it was like right after Cyber Monday. I think I ordered her on Cyber Monday, but it wasn't just on Cyber Monday that the sale was going on. I got Julie's dance outfit too that year. So I ordered her, and I remember opening her up, and it was really special. She's beautiful. I like this version of Addy even more, and her hair is all full and luscious, and yeah, I mean, because my replacement head for my Addy doll like also thinned out really fast, so I'm really careful when I play with a Duke's hair because I don't want her to bald, but she is really beautiful, and she means so much to me, and she's one of my most special ones. And hi! So we really loved getting these three together. It was really special. They came on different days, but it was all pretty close. And it wasn't like technically on Christmas, but
that was also the year we did the gingerbread house tradition for the first time.
Yep.
And I believe Emily and one of the other two, I want to say it was Elizabeth, were in that picture.
Yep, I showed it in my last year's episode of Dolly Diaries for the holiday edition. So yeah, those are all the dolls that we got for Christmas, and this year we didn't get anyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the very last installment for dolls from Christmas past. Maybe we'll bring it back next year because we have some like dolls we got like as adults that maybe we'll share. We'll see. And we do have 2 videos definitely going up this week, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, love your cats, and love your life.